Welcome to a soft and gentle 10-minute yoga flow just to help you settle into your body and connect with yourself. We'll start with coming to a comfortable seat and we'll just move through some seated cat-cows. So on our exhale, we'll round the spine, bring our chin to our chest. And on the inhale, we'll push the chest forward, arching the back, gaze up towards the ceiling. And we'll just take that for a few rounds, warming up the spine here. Taking it a few goes in your own breath and in your own time. And then we'll just take some neck stretches, so bringing the left ear to the left shoulder, maybe creeping the right hand out. And if it feels comfortable, bring your left hand towards that right ear just to make the stretch a little bit more intense. Breathing into the side of the neck here. Before we just take that over to the other side, let the chin drop down to the chest, right ear to right shoulder, and maybe you creep those fingertips out again. And if you want to take the hand to the ear, feel free to do so. Again, just breathing into the side of the neck. And we'll just come into our easy twist here. So bringing our left hand to our right knee, right hand behind us, gazing over that right shoulder. Staying tall through the spine here as we twist round towards the right. And breathing low and deep into the belly. Before softly taking it over to the other side, right hand to left knee, left hand behind us, and again gazing over that left shoulder. Keeping a nice height through your spine, taking the breath into the belly. Before coming back to center and rolling over onto our hands and knees into our tabletop position. Bringing our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees. We'll drop the belly coming into our cow pose. And maybe we take some barrel rolls here. Moving our torso as if we're touching the edge of a barrel that we're inside. Or maybe you just stick to your cat-cows here if that feels more right for you today. Just taking any movement to warm up that spine, maybe rocking from side to side. You might look a bit silly, but that's okay. And from here, we'll just push our hips back towards the heels, letting the forehead or the cheek come down to the mat, hands stretching out to the front. It's okay if your hips don't touch your heels here. You might want to pop a block or a cushion between your hips and heels for a bit of extra support here. And we'll just breathe low and deep into the belly, feeling the back and the belly lift, letting the waistband of your trousers expand on the inhale. And on your next exhale, we'll walk the hands over to the left, maybe bringing the right hand on top of the left, just to have a stretch in that right side body. Breathing into the ribs on this side, noticing how the stretch feels different. And just calming back to the breath and the sensations you're noticing here. On your next inhale, walk your hands through center and over to the right, just taking that stretch on the other side. Maybe the left hand comes top of the right. And again, breathe into the ribs on that left side, just helping that stretch ease into your body a little bit more. Lovely. Now bring your hands back through center. We'll walk ourselves up to a seated position on our knees and interlace our hands behind our back, pushing them down towards the floor and opening out through the chest. Maybe your gaze lifts up towards the ceiling. And if it feels comfortable, you can tuck your toes under to get a stretch through the soles of your feet. This is quite an intense stretch, so if that's not okay, just let your feet come down to a normal kneeling position. And we'll just take one more breath here together before coming back into our tabletop position. we're going to come into our puppy pose, so walking our hands forward, keeping the hips over the top of the knees as we melt the chest towards the ground. Having our arms stretched out in front of us, resting our foreheads on the mat, or if you want to take the stretch a little bit deeper, rest your chin on the mat and your gaze will come forward. Coming back to the breath here, noticing how it feels different in this pose. And on your next inhale, roll the spine forward, letting your hips come to the ground, coming into our Sphinx pose. Bringing our elbows underneath our shoulders and drawing the elbows back, pushing the chest forward. You might gaze over the right shoulder here, looking back towards our foot, and taking that over to the other side, looking over the left shoulder. Taking that a few times with your own breath, noticing how it feels and where you feel a stretch. Lovely. And then we'll just come to rest our head on top of our hands, and we'll bring our left heel in towards our left glute, and maybe we bring that left hand to the top of the foot to make that stretch a little bit deeper, just stretching out through the left quad. Breathing into that side of the body to help ease that stretch a little bit more before taking it over to the other side, bringing the right foot in. And again, if you want to make the stretch deeper, just use your right hand to assist you. Breathing into the belly and just releasing that foot gently down towards the mat. We'll take the left hand out to the left side, bringing the right foot over, opening out through that left shoulder, letting the gaze come towards the right side of your mat. And we'll just breathe some space into that left shoulder. So as we inhale, create some space, and exhale, just let go a little bit more. Seeing if you can find any extra ease. We'll take that over to the other side, right hand coming out behind us to a T shape, and we'll kick that left leg over towards the right side of the mat, using our left hand to support us, just opening out through that right shoulder. Coming back to center, we'll push back up through our tabletop, coming into a neutral spine. We'll let that left foot come behind us, tucking the toes under. We'll just rock back and forth, opening out through the calf. You can take stillness here just in your stretch, if that feels better for you today. Before lifting our heel up and taking our toes over to the right side of our mat, just outside of the mat, and we'll gaze over our right shoulder, opening into the left side of our body, having a big side body stretch, really pushing our hips towards the left. Coming back to center, we'll bring that left foot up beside our hands, coming into our lizard lunge. Having the left foot on the outside of the left palm, we'll push our hips down towards the mat, letting our gaze and chest come forward. And you can stay here, or you can come onto that blade of the left foot, letting the gaze come towards the right leg, just opening out through that left hip a little bit more. Breathing into the stretch here, wherever you are. Before coming into our half split, so heel toe that foot in towards the center of our hands, and we'll push our hips back towards that heel, straightening out that left foot. Keeping our spine straight here as we gaze forward, opening out through those hamstrings, walking our hands back to center and coming back to the tabletop position. We'll take that over to the other side, so tucking the right toes under, coming into that calf stretch on the other side, maybe rocking back and forth or taking stillness if that feels better today. Lovely. Just again coming back to the breath, noticing how you feel it, and if you can find ease in the pose before lifting those right toes up and planting them over to the left side of the mat, gazing over your left shoulder to open out through the right side body, pushing those hips towards the right side of your mat. Before lifting that foot up and bringing it to the outside of your right hand, taking your lizard lunge on the other side, keeping our back knee grounded. We'll push the hips down towards the mat, letting our chest and gaze come forward. And again, you might want to roll out onto the outer side of that right foot, letting the left hip come down towards the mat and your gaze coming towards your left foot. Breathing into that stretch. Before just coming back through to center, heel toe that foot in between the hands to push the hips back towards our half split, so straightening out that right leg. Keeping our spine long, gaze forward. Breathing some space into our hamstrings and calf. Walking our hands back towards the top of the mat and just coming into a comfortable seat just to close off the class here, the practice you've taken today. Coming tall through the spine, rolling the shoulder blades back and down. And close off your eyes here if that feels okay, or take a soft gaze. We'll inhale the hands up overhead, taking one last breath together. Exhaling them down to heart center. Showing yourself some gratitude for showing up today. Thank you.